This series is recommended for adult viewers only. Violence, harsh language, and themes of Shadowrun can be found inside. Friends, welcome to Shadowrun 4th edition, Ides of March. Episode, who cares? Whatever.
11.
Here's a shadow fact for you, alright? It's about Decay, but it isn't about Decay. It's about who Decay could have been. And my original concept for the character, Decay was going to be an elven samurai who had been betrayed by Renraku. I briefly was talking to Spoon about Renraku and swords and shit. He was going to be an adept who was a magical sword adept who's like a sword fighter. I kept the sword fighting stuff. He's still decent. He's not great. He's still decent. But you might notice he also does not have a magical blade. But if he did have a magical blade, he would be fucking dope with it. Not as dope as the original DK, Samurai DK, but yeah, he was gonna be like one of those, I'm sorry, master, just this once. Teleports behind you. He was gonna absolutely be the grunge. And then I decided I wanted to be much less comedic and way more scary and depressing and probably insane.
With buzzsaw hands.
Yeah.
Buzzsaw.
Here's the thing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use the buzzsaw hands tonight. We got to keep it quiet, so I'm probably just gonna have to use killing hands and snap people's necks and shit.
Yeah.
So, no, it's like I imagine it's like knife hands. Just like boom, right into a dude's chest.
Just to be clear, killing hands is a power. You don't actually have to make knife hands to use it. You can use
That's
killing
how
hands on your feet or elbow or
that's how
body
I
or
imagine it
forehead.
though. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Not
I don't care how you imagine it because that's not how the power says it works. It does say, however, that I can't do non-lethal damage when I have it active, so I
that's true.
have to kill.
I have to.
That's the thing, though. It's so funny because you have to activate Killing Hands to activate the chainsaw, and sonic damage is like, so when you activate Killing Hands, you kill people. Reverse that. You no longer can kill people. You have to stun people.
It's the Wuxi finger hold.
Oh my God. You could tell this guy's a dad with young children here with this Kung Fu Panda shit.
What? It's my best move.
Oh. Dunamis, what's your shadow fact?
All right. Well, in my character concept, at no point did I try making someone that would not be comedic. So, with Cipher's fact, he once attempted to mine crypto, but this is when he was still very poor, and so he used public transit Wi-Fi. And this is why he no longer takes public transportation. He has been banned from the bus system because he was trying to get as much crypto as he could per bus stop, and that was his measure of efficiency.
I checked out in like the first 5 words of what you were saying. I knew I was just going to hate every extra part of this. You're the worst, Cipher. You're absolutely the worst. It's crazy because you would make way more money just stealing everyone's data on the bus than you would you overloading the bus's systems to use it as a crypto mine.
Yeah, but he doesn't steal per se. He's slow. That the line is
We're literally
hanging out with you
about to
guys.
steal people. We're
Hanging out with you
literally
guys
moments
is
away
moving
from stealing people and
his
dangerous chemicals.
his spectrum is going more and more and more to the dark side the more he hangs out with you guys.
The dark side, we specifically chose not to go on a job to kill people.
And you're still making him more evil.
I think that he is more evil than you realize.
I think you guys are becoming nicer and you just don't realize it yet.
Don't, Luke Skywalker. There's still good in you. No, there's still evil in Cipher. It was there all along. We didn't have to stoke those fires. You're the acolyte at the end of the series, not the beginning of the series.
We shall see.
Dunamis, do you want to talk about your upcoming Necromunda game? Now, given the rate at which I'm publishing these Shadowrun episodes, this probably won't be out for about 6 months. I'm saying this one unironically because we have to do this entire arc before this episode gets published. So, you know,
Sure. I mean, I will. I'll talk about it, but I've also tried to hold the line and be consistent that it won't officially start until time frees up. When one of the things that frees up time could be this show's conclusion, so it may not be starting for some time.
You hear that, Spoon? If you want to play
Wow.
Necromunda, you have to kill your wife's character.
Well, that's not quite what I was
No, it
going
sounds
for.
like I just have to kill Dunamis' character.
Wow. So you're gonna boot him off the show?
That
Is
what
that
an
what we're
efficient
doing
means
now?
to
We're
an
going
end.
Survivor?
If you die, you're out.
We give him the reverse rose. We make him pick the stone. Okay.
I feel like you just went all the Russian and Rocky there. If he dies, he dies. But I guess long story short, I read a lot of the rule books on Necromunda, kind of got hooked and went all out in trying to set up a campaign. So I've written a right now 36-page rule book on the campaign that I've condensed to a 2-page preview that I'll probably be posting soon, and put a ton of assets together in Tabletop Simulator just to basically have a nice intro campaign for people to join and hopefully have a good time just playing Necromunda. Ludemann's one of the few that's tried it out with me so far with
It's fun.
Lawson. He kind of wiped the floor with Lawson. It was kind of funny to watch because Lawson wiped the floor with me with that same gang. So
So now in order to determine the winner, you and Ludemann must fight.
It's true. Bring it on, Dunamis.
yeah, it could be. I might have to make a gang that doesn't suck for that though.
If you defeat him, then we've proven that there is always a bigger fish. And if he defeats you, he's proven that he is at the top. An apex predator.
That's right.
That's true.
As a former
Apex
member
legend.
of Apex Dragons, he certainly qualifies.
Ooh. Oh, that could be like a reunion match.
Reunion match.
Perfect.
It's just Undertaker showing up. He's using a walker. They bring Triple H in on a stretcher. They do 10 minutes of calisthenics ahead of time with personal trainers. All right, Ludemann, what's your shadow fact for
Oh my
Sniff?
gosh. Sniff's shadow fact. Let's see. He has a number of corp connections, but he himself does not and has never worked for a corp. MCT is where his father once worked, and As Technology is where his brother currently does work.
Interesting. How interesting. I love that this group is so anti-corp, and then Decay's out here like, we really need these corps to end the world and get rid of all these other races that are fucking things up. All right, Blitz. What's your shadow fact?
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first tattoo Blitz got in her flower sleeve was a violet.
Does this have something to do with the picture she keeps on her at all times? I think we need Marisha Ray to show up and just start putting together a cork board about you so we can figure
It's
this
red
out.
string.
Look, man, when she did that shit in campaign 2 of Critical Role, I was like, holy shit, Marisha is on a different level when she's ahead of the Critical Role fan people who are like, all right, how does the entire campaign fit together? Let's start theory crafting the backstory. And Marisha's like, that's right, Matt, my husband. I have your whole story written right here. The dwarves were part of a criminal gang that ties everything together. And he's like, you don't know that. And she's like, but I do. And she's holding her notes up. And I'm like, wow, she laid out a really convincing argument that totally just skipped like an entire year of in-game plot. Ah, that's a spoon.
Cavalry spent 3 years living and running out of Portland, as the elves call it, Carasier.
It should have been about how his best friend is Luigi Bowser. He's gonna be his best man at his wedding. Luigi won't attend personally, of course. He'll send a
Send a
dragonfly in
drone.
to watch
Yeah.
from above. And then,
Yeah.
when called for, it'll release a ring that will drop perfectly into your hand.
That's very funny.
I love it.
Oh, wow. Well, Spoon, it's time for me to give you the power to host this
Indeed.
game.
So the day is Sunday, January 12th. It is 8 days until the first deadline for this job. What would you guys like to do to get this legwork started?
Can I shoot a communication over to Vega?
Sure.
Probably be a text with lots of emojis.
Mhm.
Just saying, hey, I'm ramping up this whole in-person mission thing. Need some gear. Can you hook me up with some stuff? And he'll just like put a small list together of crap. No, I changed tabs and I can't get back. Things that like an auto picker, a couple more tag erasers, and maybe like a signal detector. Just things that like he's never really had to do before because he never goes in person.
Sure. She sends you back 3 thumbs up emojis and
Nice.
3 that'd be Nuyen emojis.
Okay. All right. I send back big smiley face.
Okay. So if everything you're looking for is below availability 12, then you can get she can basically get you anything that you want 12 or below. If it's above that,
Okay.
we'll need to make some rules.
Okay. I think
And just
everything is
standard cost for everything.
okay. I'll work that out in the meantime.
All right. Sniff, Blitz, Decay.
Yeah.
I don't have any footwork that I'm doing except to literally do footwork by, waking up in the morning, loosening up, making sure that I'm running, I'm doing the rocky stuff, and just preparing for when I'm going to have to physically lift, perhaps Sniff, and then up to 2 other people to get them out. So yeah, he's just preparing to deadlift 700 plus pounds.
You
maybe.
just have these 2 huge sacks of like rice on your shoulders and you're doing parkour with them. Like through
I'm probably
the
not doing parkour with them. I think
And
I
then-
might be lucky to do regular running with them.
And that's a third much smaller skinny sack of rice.
There's a fair chance that DK is strong. He's not Robert Baratheon.
Reference number 1 to Game of Thrones.
Blitz would want to make sure that everyone has the weapons they need because they're either going to need a gun with a silencer or a suppressor. And then if they don't have that, we need to make sure we get that. I know that DK and Blitz both have, I think it's an
HK,
SMG.
yeah, HK 227Xs.
Okay.
They come standard with an integrated silencer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Sniff's bark, I do not believe has a silencer, but I do have my stun bolt, which can serve the purpose. Where is
And
it?
I don't think you want to give Cipher a gun, but that don't let me stop you. But
I mean, he has goodness, I put a lot of shit on this. A Fischetti Security 600 that apparently I went overboard with when I bought it, with a silencer, laser sight, hidden gun arm slide, a personalized grip, and a smart gun system.
You're never gonna use.
I love this. This is amazing. This is 100% the hacker gun. It's this tiny little pistol that he has tricked out to the maximum, and he has it in like the arm slide that so it like shoots out into his hand. That's perfect.
See something
dude.
cool? Phew.
I think these are all
That's
things.
all he ever done.
all these like little things kept adding like little +1s to make it easier to shoot because his stat is atrocious.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That is hilarious that you have
Laser
that.
sight. Yeah.
Okay, so Sniff for sure.
Yeah, I'd need a pistol if we have a silenced one. If we
Okay.
want that, I do have a stun bolt though, which is technically silent, and I can
Okay, would you want
default
to
to that.
use your current gun or would you want a whole new gun?
I think my
Because we
current
could
gun is
just
like
like get you a silencer for your, would it be a silencer or a suppressor spoon for his
For
gun
pistol, it's
specifically?
silencer.
Okay.
okay.
Basically, it's anything larger than an SMG uses a sound suppressor rather than a silencer
Is there a
in
limit
game
to like how
terms.
much stuff you can toss on a gun?
Yes,
Vaguely remember
theoretically.
that. Hmm.
So there are six slots for um, modifications, but then
Okay.
there are a number of accessories that you can have. So you can have a top accessory, a barrel accessory, an under accessory, and a silencer or sound suppressor would count as a barrel accessory.
Okay. Cool. Then I have definitely can just toss one on this one. So we'll have to buy one, but yeah.
Okay. Because I know we got 2,750 up front for accepting the job. I'm just not sure how we're going to split that all up.
I think we each got that. So
Oh, we
essentially,
each got that?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
we can use it kind of as it is. So yeah, I guess if Blitz texts about that, Sniff would request her to try to acquire him a silencer, and he'll give her the money for it. And yeah, because he does not have a contact for
Okay. She
that.
sends you a thumbs up emoji.
Cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and give Parcel a call.
Okay.
He would be a gun guy. Yeah, I'll call him. I don't want to call him, but I also don't want to text him about guns. I
Sure.
don't
So
know, are people gonna listen to my phone call?
you give him a call, and he picks up, uh, says, "Hey, Blitz, how's it going?"
Good, good. I need some gear.
Okay.
Um, and
What are
she'll
you looking for?
so she'll give him the specs for Sniff's gun
Okay.
so we can get a silencer for that. And then she's gonna ask him if he can get his hands on a suppressor for her shotgun.
Um,
Sniff's got a Ruger Super Warhawk. It's just the same size, I assume, as the Super Warhawk itself.
so I don't believe revolvers, I don't believe can be
Oh, that's right.
suppressed.
It's got to be integrated or something like that on
Yeah, well,
these.
yeah, because let me double check here.
No, you're right.
If not, we're just gonna buy you a gun.
All right, that works.
Not that we should need it for this mission, but where do you find like the sound dampener things in Chummer? I can't find any keyword for that thing to show up.
It's a cyberware actually.
Okay. That explains that.
While all this is going on, DK has gone to like a sports apparel shop. And an attendant comes over to ask him like
Oh,
what's he looking for, and he's looking for like a lot of bulky sweatshirts and like clothes for like cold weather environments. And he turns and looks directly at the camera and he says, "Winter is coming." Hey, we're yeah, we're going out into the middle of fucking Denver flat plains, wind whipping January weather. It's gonna be fucking freezing out there. And we're probably gonna want to throw some hoodies and different pants on two individuals so that someone doesn't go, "Hey, they look exactly like this security camera footage that shows two people being abducted."
it's a problem.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so he
Yeah,
just
no, it says in
buys.
the book, Spoon, that it uses specifically can't put a silencer on the Warhawk
Yes. Yeah,
itself.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that the
I
Warhawk
just
can't
found
be
it. Yeah, so
silenced.
we need just like a cheap silenced pistol.
This is the Simpsons skit about silencer, loudener.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Mhm. So he says, I can get you a silenced pistol, no problem.
Mhm.
The suppressor, uh, I'd need a little bit of time, but I think I have a guy who could do it.
Okay, how much time we talking?
We are looking at, it says, it'll be tomorrow.
Done deal. You can figure out what y'all may do for free yet.
Not yet. I'll let you know when I have the job.
Okay, I figured. Sorry again.
It happens. It's just biz.
That's a lot of days.
He actually says, give me 2 days to get this suppressor.
Okay.
My guy might have some work lined up already, so um it might be a day or two,
Okay.
but I can get it for you.
Okay, just give me a ring.
And he hangs up.
You said we have what, 8 days?
Yep. Yeah. Definitely by the second day he has it.
No. Well, I figured you're probably gonna want just a whole day to probably scout out, right?
Yeah.
If we have 8 days, I think on maybe day 2 or 3, Cipher would summon his second best friend, Scrub Hub, and attempt to learn Signal Scrub from it.
Okay. You're learning a complex form.
I'm attempting to, yes.
Okay.
I'm a bit fuzzy on how this actually works, so this might take a bit, but it's I think last time I got the type of drone wrong. It's supposed to be a data courier drone. That's the one that knows.
You mean that sprite?
Sprite, yeah, sorry. Not drone. But it usually, like, you can learn complex forms from really anyone who knows it, but that also includes your sprites. And so I'm hoping I created something that I can learn from, which is why it's his second best friend. Bug is still his first.
Okay. So I need you to make a intuition plus resonance test. This is an extended test for 1 day. I don't know if your sprite has an instruction skill, so I'm gonna. Well, it'll have its rate. We'll call it its rating times 2, which it was. What was its rating?
Rating 2 is 6 services owned.
So that is now 5 services, and you will roll an additional 2 dice.
So it was intuition, which was 5, plus resonance, which is 6, plus 2 for the services. If can I do this in VR?
No.
Okay, so plus 0. There we go. Oh my god, that's a lot of ones.
2 successes. Okay, but not a glitch.
Future me is deleting 90% of what just happened.
Yeah, thank God. All right, so you attempt to learn. You spend most of the day working with Scrub Hub, and you were looking for Signal Scrub. So he's
Yes.
trying to teach you how to,
Reduce noise.
yeah, to cut through, like, because he's like, listen, it's super easy. All you got to do is, and then he does something, and you're like, what the hell was that? And you have 2 successes, but you are looking for 5 total. So you have to spend an extra day continuing to learn. You're looking for 5 total successes.
I'm picturing right now is forgetting Sarah Marshall when he's trying to learn how to surf. He's like, nope. You gotta do less, do even less. And Cypher's just like literally laying on the surfboard. I go, well, you gotta do more than that.
So go ahead and make a second roll, and we'll see how long this takes you to learn.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
Get these out of the way now.
Yeah. So you're making progress on the next day, but you still need one more success before you get your hands on it.
These ones are scary.
Oh, and actually, you should be reducing your dice pool by 1 every roll. So,
Okay.
but I think you have enough dice here to just
Okay.
make it. but it'll take you 3 days to learn.
Mm.
But you will then have Signal Scrub at rank 1.
Oh, yeah. Power up acquired.
Blitz on, it would be, let's see, Tuesday the 14th. Parcel texts you with he sends you a location and a cost, which is going to be.
What's that cost? I'm looking at my phone at my carpenter woodworking class because it's Tuesday. And that's when I work wood with DK.
So it is, so he says 1,500 for the sound suppressor, and then a silenced Ares Predator 4. And he says you'll be picking it up from Ox.
Can do.
And so he shoots you a address that is out in the UCAS sector.
DK, you're gonna be good with your chair if I leave right now and go get some guns. Or do you need me to keep holding the legs?
He turns, he looks at the chair, he looks at the camera, and he says, "We stand together," and then nods a few times, but looks disappointed. Now, why are you laughing, Spoon?
I assume that's another Game of Thrones reference.
But do you know what it's a reference to?
Probably something in the last season when they're like, we need to stand together or we're all going to die. No, okay.
It's the house words for House Frey.
I'll see. Okay.
An honorable, loyal, long-time house.
Known for their loyalty. Definitely didn't betray anyone ever.
Okay, well, I'll be back. And she's gonna go get those.
Any other legwork tasks you guys would like to do?
I mean, definitely some scouting
Okay.
with the astral projection. I suppose we can do that.
For sure.
Before he does that, I guess I'll try to summon a Force 3 Spirit of Air.
Okay. And I assume this is so we're jumping back and forth but in time.
Yeah, it's Sunday or whatever, the day before everybody starts the rest of their
Yes. All right, so we're gonna do some summoning.
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
What type of what type of spirit? And
Spirit of Air.
Spirit of Air. Okay.
So then I just roll my conjuring. I got 3.
So 0, so minimum 1, but you have 3 services, but you need to resist 1 drain.
Okay. Resisted.
All right.
All right, cool. Well, and then from the Magical Lodge, essentially, I'm going to have this spirit accompany me as part of this, and I will astrally project from here. And the plan is to fly at high altitude over towards Rocky Flats and then approach slowly from the air and get closer and closer until I see the first sign of anything. And ward or otherwise, basically any glimmer of awakened anything.
Okay. So you're just straight up looking for awakened creatures or defenses?
Creatures, defenses, wards, activity, really. At this point, he just wants to see what might be happening in the area and then kind of pause there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you giving your spirit any orders?
My spirit, I guess my plan is to have the spirit potentially help with searching once I get there. And I guess for now, it would be on like reconnaissance or guard duty for me, essentially.
Okay, so you can have it come with you basically for free, but if you want it to do something, we have to use the service. You have to use the service.
Yeah. So for now, I just want it to come with me, and then once we get there and I see what I might see and pause, then and also if I need it to sacrifice itself and defend me as I flee, or
got it.
You know. This is obviously another dog as well. This would look like a big fluffy sheepdog, very wispy. This is a spirit of air. It's kind of like the
like
fur
big clouds.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is from your Midnight Nose Detective Agency.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So you
Spoon's
are
about to back hack you.
laying in your lodge, and you slip into the astral plane, and moving at the speed of thought, you zip over most of Denver. There's quite a bit of spirit traffic in Denver. Actually, it's Ghostwalker, the great dragon who rules the city, is known for his affinity for spirits. So there is quite a bit of spirit traffic in Denver. You zip past quite a few of them. Nobody really takes any notice of you. And you get out to the Rocky Flats Wildlife Refuge. Go ahead and make me a we'll call it a perception test real quick.
Okay. Visual or?
This would be astral.
Okay. I do have a sensing. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, so that will be for when you start to look for more information. This was just to see what you notice right away.
2.
Okay. So you do notice that this is a large area of I wouldn't necessarily call it wilderness because it's right on the edge of the sprawl. But there are you see lots of life signatures. You see lots of bright spots of living creatures, living plants, animals, insects, all that sort of thing. There is one section of they look like buildings on the astral plane to your more or less trained eyes. They are up near what you know from looking at maps is Marshall Lake.
Okay.
And you're like floating kind of way up above them in the air.
Yeah. Not seeing any signs of anything that looks dual-natured or awakened or spirits flitting around. So I will go closer towards those buildings and maybe like close the distance by half.
Okay. So you zip down. What time of day did you do this?
Oh, good question. What time of day would we be planning to go? Is maybe the better question. And we haven't really discussed that, but I'd say he's doing this in the like 5 o'clock-ish.
Okay. So you see there are quite a few metahuman life signatures around these buildings, moving in and out, of all various metatypes and sizes. So it looks like there's like just a great variety of people moving through these buildings. If you want to make me a sensing test, you can go ahead and do that to get more information.
Got aura reading. Is that what this would be, or?
It would just be just a straight a sensing test.
Okay, just regular.
Or aura reading would help you know if you've seen this aura before.
Gotcha. Or like more specific information about an individual.
Mm-hmm. So with 4 successes, you know quite a bit about I assume you're taking a look at people individually, but you're getting a lot of information about them. All different metatypes: humans, orcs, dwarves, elves. Pretty much everyone here is in good health. Their moods run the gamut from like excited and interested to bored and frustrated. It seems like this is a gathering point for just all sorts of different people. It looks like there's quite a few children here as well.
Is there anywhere that it looks like there's like still people but less traffic?
Are you going to go into the buildings? because you
I
can't
think
see you can't see through them. These are people
okay.
that you just see
Yeah.
walking outside
Well,
between
that's maybe more the specific question. Is there anywhere that's like not the main entrance that he still sees people entering and or exiting?
yeah, there's like the main entrance, and then there are a few um places between buildings that you see people walking between.
Okay.
They look like they're kind of like manicured, like so from the life that you can see, like you see, well trimmed grass, trees, a couple like bushes. They seem like a almost like an outdoor park area
Okay.
between these buildings.
I got you. Well, I would go closer and then take a peek inside.
Okay.
Uh,
So you zip into one of the buildings. There doesn't seem to be really almost any magical security here. Um, and you see very similar things inside, except for now the background is the dull gray, like shapes of technology
mhm.
interspersed with the only signs of life you see in here are the metahumans walking around.
People. Um, hmm. Yeah. Well, I guess I would dip through the floor and see if there's another level below.
Okay. Are you going to look for a stairwell, or are you just going to go straight down through the floor?
My understanding is that it shouldn't like so in astral like projection, I can just go directly through into the ground. Yes, I don't know if there's any drawbacks or dangers to this, so I don't know a
Uh,
ton about that. So please
going
clarify if there
so
is.
going into the ground is very dangerous.
Okay.
Going between floors, like if you're just passing through like the floor to a different, it's like if you're going from the first floor to second floor, no, not really dangerous at all. But if
Okay.
you're not sure if there's a basement below you and you try and go into the earth, that can be dangerous.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I won't do the totally dangerous thing. I will look for a stairwell and see if there's another way down or an elevator shaft or something
Okay.
of that nature.
Go ahead and make me another astral perception check with a -2 because you're
Okay.
trying to find something that is not alive.
Ooh, I got nothing.
Okay. So you are having trouble locating any stairwells.
I will.
You're starting to think there aren't any.
Okay. Hmm. I will use a service on my spirit and ask it to see if it can um, locate any like ways down
Okay.
specifically.
Okay. It was force 3,
Three.
right?
Yeah.
It's one success. Okay, so yeah, he looks through your dog goes bounding um through the buildings and comes back to you moments later saying, "Can't find a way down."
Okay. So, well, that crosses this particular building off at least in terms of if it is down. And then there's one other building, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then we will go check that one quick.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another perception test at -2.
Yep. Yeah, I'd say I want that to try.
Oh, is that a
Is that a
glitch?
glitch? All
That
right.
might actually
Did
be
we
a
refresh
critical glitch.
our edge on this one?
Yes, I believe you've slept since last time.
Okay, yes. All right, great. Can I use that to hopefully avoid that?
You can turn a critical glitch into a glitch, but you cannot get rid of it entirely.
Okay, okay.
Um, all right.
What do I
So
gotta do?
you just spin the point of edge and it becomes a glitch rather than a critical glitch.
Okay.
So you zip into the other building. I'm gonna go ahead and roll its perception there.
Ooh.
Okay. So it reports back to you. It says there is uh, a way down in this building. And as you're doing that, you notice there is one of the metahumans in here seems to take notice of you. Like it looks directly at where you are, which you're like, oh shit, this person might be awakened.
Yeah, okay. The moment I see that, I back right out and write down the info the dog gave me on the
Okay.
way down. and withdraw.
All right. Yeah, so it can give you a kind of a directions um to a kind of it describes it as a secluded area where it didn't see many other life forms.
Okay. And I can at least pick out which of the two buildings that is in and give a general location of the way down. Okay. Yeah,
All right.
Sniff will, uh, yeah, he's a little flighty on this one. This one's making him nervous for whatever reason, and he's zipping back home essentially immediately.
So and this you wake up about 30 seconds later because astral stuff takes very little time.
Yeah. Oh, oh God. It's terrifying every time.
Do you want to give this spirit any more? Because it will fade at
Yeah,
sunset,
it will. I mean, if we had the
which
time,
is
I
in a
guess I
few
could
hours probably.
try to bind it at this point. I'm not like
Sure.
super tired. I still have the material for that, I think. So let's give it a go. We'll give that a
Okay.
try.
Sure.
That'll round out the run. And now this time it gets to roll 6 dice instead.
Yes, it rolls its force times 2 versus your
We're on even footing for this one. All right.
so you get two, let's see, so 2 net hits. That is 2 additional services, and it is currently bound.
Beautiful. And that puts me, I used 1 down to 2,
So
so
that
I'm
puts
at
you at
4, right?
Yep, yeah, because it puts you at plus 2.
Beautiful. All right, so we got 2 Force 3 spirits.
Mm-hmm.
The sheepdog and the Weimaraner in a bow tie. Can't wait. That's it for me. And I would report essentially those findings to the rest of y'all. So we got one step in this direction.
Can I do a scene real quick?
Sure.
So DK is volunteering his time at a gun training course. One of those ones where people show up and are like, oh, right, there's multiple terrorists and hostages inside, and they're using, like paint guns and shit like that to do tactical raids. So DK goes in as a terrorist usually, and he's almost always the unarmed guy that's a terrorist pretending to be a hostage. And he specifically volunteered to do this because he wants to practice his blind corners, close
Mm.
quarter CQB tactics,
Okay.
knowing that he's probably going to do a lot of hand-to-hand fighting and not just like punching people and stuff, but like extracting hostages. So yeah, he's like, like, hey, over here, don't shoot. I'm one of the hostages, and then like someone comes over and is like patting him down. He's like, I got your gun, bam, 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 bam. You're dead. Yeah. So that's what DK spends the evening doing, is doing that. Then he goes back to his apartment and he gets a plate of chow from one of the aunts in the area, and then he eats it while staring at a blank wall, and goes to sleep after like an hour.
Okay.
When you come up to the 64th floor,
Yeah.
you notice that there are a couple people in like stone fang colors, like they're just hanging out.
Okay.
Like you see them chatting with a few people around the floor.
Okay. I go over to them and I'm just like, hey, what's up, gentlemen?
Hey, how's it going, DK?
Yeah. What's what is happening?
Uh, we're just hanging out, seeing what's going on. Looking forward to your fight on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, you gonna win?
Nothing's guaranteed in life.
All right. So should I bet on you or no?
I'm not licensed to give financial advice.
All right then. Well, at least we know it'll be a show.
I think DK is just gonna pose for a second to make it clear that he's like get the fuck out of here. Like what the fuck are you doing here?
Let's see here. Silvero.
I can't move away from Vin Diesel. So right now it's Dom Toretto doing like a weird mug face at people, crossing his arms, flexing while leaning back slightly with the camera work to make him seem like he's actually tall.
Do you have any points in intimidation?
Oh boy, I'm gonna bet that I don't, Spoon,
Okay.
but let's take a look here.
I will let you sub uh I'll let you sub maybe like half of your skill in uh unarmed as like so you can
So
roll.
3 dice then.
Yeah, but plus your charisma.
Okay.
I don't know. I think gymnastics could work. You ever seen a grown man do a split? Boom.
He changes from Vin Diesel to Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, but he keeps like the same grimy tone. You should see what I do to bathroom doors.
So my unarmed is 6. So 3. So I get 6 dice. That looks like there's several successes in there. 2 successes.
2 successes. All right.
Hey.
So they like kind of laugh and they're trying, but they do.
DK frowns and waits for
they
their
like
laughs to trail off sinisterly.
they like pat the people they're talking to on the shoulder and walk and start walking away. And like they call back over their shoulder. They see you Saturday.
Oh boy, I'm gonna do it. DK turns as he's about to get his plate of food.
Mhm.
He's looking at someone who's handing him the food, but then the camera switches so that he's looking directly into the camera and he says, "Family." Then he turns and he looks at the elevator while those guys are getting on and he goes, "Duty." Then he takes like a plate of rice and beans and puts it into his mouth, eats it for a second, and he looks off into the distance, middle distance. Although again, he is inside of a packed mega apartment building. So he's
Mhm.
just staring at a concrete wall and he says, "Honor." Then he goes and he sits down in his apartment on the bed because there's no table, and he stares at a wall while eating and then goes to sleep an hour later, still staring at the wall.
What's going through his mind?
Family duty honor, obviously.
So I think we'll cut back to Tuesday. Blitz is going to pick up the guns and things from Ox. All right. So you drive to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say before I drive, I text Sniff and I say 750.
750.
No, no explanation, no context, just 750.
She gets a ding with the accept payment.
So you head out to this address. You
Mhm.
cross. You have to cross to a checkpoint. Um,
Sorry, is it day 8 now? I've lost track of the days of the week versus the eight
no, we
days
are on.
ticked
We
out.
are on Tuesday, the 14th. There are 6 days left before the
Oh,
deadline.
okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay, I'll go back to never mind.
So your travel takes you out into a little bit rougher district of the UCAS sprawl. The address you find is for a small storage facility, like storage lockers. Um, and you check your message again from Parcel, and it's like locker E4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go open that bad boy up.
Okay, so you go in, the gates open for you, and when you get to locker E4, it is locked.
Did he give me is there like a pen or anything?
Nope. But go ahead and make me a audio perception check.
Ooh,
So you can hear through the door. There is it sounds like there's music playing inside, and you hear a slight like of like power tools.
I'm gonna go in there.
It's through the door you're standing in front of that is locked.
Oh, wait. I thought my locker was locked.
No, no, it's not a locker. It's
Oh,
a
my bad.
like like this like you store it where it's like a
Yes.
big
Now I'm
garage
understanding.
door. Yes. Yeah, yeah, the big garage door that you were sent
Mhm.
to is locked, but you hear sounds from inside of it.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna knock really loud.
Okay. So you knock really loudly and the uh music turns off. And you hear heavy footsteps coming over towards the door and unlocking, and then the door starts to roll up. And as it rolls up, you see this very large, uh, for like, you see his feet first, right? So you think maybe a troll. But as he rolls it up, you see, like, once you see his face, it's obvious that this person has surged because they look like a minotaur.
Sick. Okay.
And he
Um,
goes, "What do you want?"
New ox.
That's right.
Parcel sent me to pick up my stuff.
Okay. Um, it's like, I got the pistol. Uh, the sound suppressor needs to be installed on something.
Yeah.
You need me to do that too?
No.
You got it?
Yeah.
He kind of steps out of the way, and you can see behind him. It looks like he has three of these storage lockers put, like the walls have been taken down in between, and he has a large workshop here where he's working on various firearms. Um, you follow him in. He goes over to one of his benches and takes a case and hands it to you.
And just to clarify, I can do it, right?
Yeah, yeah, you can. I mean,
Okay.
it's so you have. I think you have a toolkit,
Mhm.
and this is a workshop.
Oh,
Like the mechanical equivalent is this guy has a firearms workshop here.
okay. I think now that she can see
Mhm.
everything that's in there, she'd say, on second thought, why don't you just do it? You got better tools than I do.
Says, well, I mean, if you want to use my tools, you can go ahead if you know what you're doing. Do you know what you're doing?
Yes.
All right. And he's still holding this case out to you.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Inside is a Ares Predator 4 with a silencer. Um, it's like the sound suppressor's over on the bench over there.
Okay.
Knock yourself out.
Be rather inconvenient, don't you think? And then she's gonna go work on her gun.
So he goes over to the door, shuts it, locks it again, turns the music back on. It is a like heavy metal. And he goes back over to the bench where he seems to be working on some sort of heavy machine gun.
What kind of heavy machine gun?
Uh, Roll me your gun knowing.
I was hoping you'd say that. 4.
4. Okay. That's pretty good. It is disassembled, but this seems to be like from the parts you can tell this is a Stoner M2203, which is a UCAS manufactured heavy machine gun used in a lot of the UCAS special forces. This one seems to be heavily modified, um, but to get any more information than that, you'd have to closely examine it.
Mm-hmm. She'll compliment it and like his handiwork on it, because obviously he's modified it quite a bit.
This is it. Thanks.
Mm.
You know guns.
No, I guessed.
All right. Well, you don't have to be a dick about it,
No, yeah, I know a little bit. Yeah.
but don't let me keep you from getting to work.
Try not to knock myself out here.
Go ahead and make an armor test.
Am I rolling for that? Oh, I have armor. There you go. I got a special button.
One. Okay, this is going to take a little while, I think.
Uh-oh.
All right. So with one success, it's going to we'll make an extended test 1 hour. You're looking for we'll call it six. You're looking for six total successes. So go ahead and roll your armor again.
Dang, we're gonna be here for a minute.
Hmm.
Um, I
You
think
could
she's probably bullshitting with him the entire time. There's
sure.
three.
So that's four total. So that's 2 hours. Five total, 3 hours. Oh, you
Mine
also need
go over 6 so Cipher feels better about his
Sure.
last mission.
No.
Oh,
It's not like he'll know, but I'll feel better.
all right. So there's six at 4 hours. So when you finally finish up, he has completely reassembled the stoner and it's just kind of chilling. He has like gotten himself a beer and is just shooting the shit with you about guns. And when you finish up, he's like, "Mind if I take a look?"
Yeah, go ahead.
So he takes Pearl, looks it over. Um,
Yeah, that's my pride and joy there. So be gentle.
Says, the AA-16, it's a good gun. Looks like this one's been pretty heavily modified. Did you do this yourself?
Yes, I did.
Not bad. Well, if you need any more customization done, I mean this suppressor's it's passable, a little rough. If you wanted to learn a little bit, I could teach you a thing or two, some
I'd love to.
pointers. All right. Well, you know where I am now. Oh, by the way, Parcel said you could pay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. She'll hand him the money.
Okay. He takes the cred stick, slots it real quick, and goes, "Cool." Well, he hands Pearl back to you, says, "See you around."
Yeah. What about can I like show out or for like Comlin, can I like get your number? I don't want to just show up.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's kind of rude.
And he like flicks his contact information over to you.
Sick. Bye.
All right, Spoon. I have another scene for you.
Okay.
It's that night, somewhere in the hills outside of Denver. We're
Okay.
looking at it. Are you okay? You're just smiling. I
Yeah.
barely
I was,
even
I was
started.
like, I was like the hills outside of Denver. All right.
Yep. Okay. Hills outside of Denver. We're looking at a sort of fusion culture situation where the ground outside is all like very Greco white marble, but all of the decorations are very Japanese themed Asiatic.
Mhm.
And at first, we're just looking at like candles as lanterns and, warm orange and yellow glow shining on the beautiful white marble. We see the city lights of Denver, the stormy sky overhead, just getting ready to pour down. And then some dude flies backwards on the camera, like right past it, blood trailing from him. DK comes in with like he cartwheels in and then does like a twist in midair to end it, backflips, ends up in a stance, and then is fighting like two guys at the same time, like grabbing their punches and then using their fists to punch each other. Um, the camera like turns and we can see that he's already knocked out like 40 people, and there's just a string of people bleeding on the marble here. And then there's one of those sounds of the clapper things that fill with water, and then they go boop. As all other noise dies, and DK like shakes his fists and then reloads them Henry Cavill style, goes around a corner and sees like a martial arts master wearing a silk robe, who's just stroking his long Chinese beard. The two of them don't say anything as they prepare and then enter into a long martial arts battle. At the end of it, DK's like on the verge of punching him in the face and then says, "I've mastered your martial arts style. The only reason I'm leaving you alive and awake is because I need a ride back into Denver."
Okay, so you beat up a bunch of dudes and
Yeah, I went to their martial arts hotspot and I beat up like several dozen unaugmented,
yeah,
non-magical, like
yeah,
regular martial arts
yes,
practitioners. I fucking beat
yeah,
their ass.
like people, like Dave from
Yeah.
accounting who is here to
Yeah.
like
It's like a martial
release
arts
some
retreat.
tension.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a corporate thing. Yeah.
yes, oh yeah, 100%. You just beat the shit out of a bunch of like mid-50s, like overweight, like, oh, I love
Yeah,
this.
but I
That's
was fighting a
amazing.
lot of them at the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
time.
Yes, of course, of course. Oh man,
Look,
perfect.
as we know from Andre the Giant, you have to fight different ways. Fighting one guy is different than fighting a bunch of guys at the same
True.
time. DK is now practicing fighting a bunch of guys at the same time.
Whoever organized this like martial arts retreat is 100% getting fired.
Look,
1-star
here's the
review.
thing. DK
Yeah,
doesn't have
yeah.
contacts or abilities or items that are good before mission planning. He's really more of like a dumbass that shows up and commits horrifying violence.
For sure.
So if I want to do something in the last 10 minutes of this episode, I have to beat up a bunch of martial artists. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I mean, there is something to be said for putting eyes on whatever it is you're going to go do, which no one has actually done yet.
That's why I asked earlier. How much time? I thought we were getting into we're going there, and I was like, wait, shit, no.
We absolutely don't want to show up there in person ahead of time and get tagged and then have a file started on us when we go back.
Sure.
This is why we have a guy who has long-range reconnaissance drones and the ability
Absolutely.
to travel there in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do.
Cypher's got to
Look,
get his
all
now.
I'm saying is that DK doesn't have useful mission prep skills. He has assembled a team of people who can do that for him while he commits extreme violence. And just for the record, he's been on several jobs with these people and only had to commit violence once. Most of the time, they also handled the violence without him.
Yeah.
He is coasting by and getting paid for going, huh.
and then driving. Except for he doesn't even really
You know
drive.
what we should do? We should punch our way through this convenience store wall.
Yeah.
You punch the crap out of some
yeah.
ghouls, you know.
And then complaining about the negotiations.
So,
You're right,
speaking
Master. Negotiations were short.
Speaking of the guy with the drone, well, what is Cipher up to for these 2 days?
So my what we had 8
wait, I'm
days.
sorry.
It took me
Yeah.
3 days to.
It took you
learn
until Tuesday to learn Signal
Scrubby
Scrub
Hubby.
rank 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrubby Hubby.
After I learned from him, he got a name upgrade. So I think probably 3 days prior to when we're 5 days in, 3 back from the 8. I think he'd kind of just try to do it like a quick surveillance drive with the van and use the van to start doing some like scans.
Okay.
And that would be prior to even trying to connect to any networks, knowing there's a spider. He's just trying to understand the lay of the land because the van has what was it called? The van has a couple upgrades here.
Cipher ask anyone to go with him.
He wouldn't think of that. Because he kind of takes it as like it's his job to go like assess some of this stuff.
He's trying to step up.
He's thinking if he could do it successfully, DK just might be appreciative and be impressed. Versus he's expecting DK to be like, all right, do you do any recon? Of course not, because you shouldn't be doing this job. But yeah, he's got ultra wideband radar and normal radar on the van. So basically using that just
so he's better than a certain car company's self-driving cars.
Cameras only.
I really spent a ton of Nuyen when I started. It also has a camera with thermo, low light, vision magnification, microphone, and a directional microphone. So without doing any Wi-Fi stuff yet, he's doing like basic, like just recon, kind of like was it like Ocean's 11, just scouting everything, learning routines, who's there, stuff like that.
So go ahead and make me a perception test, but with the you can so whatever sensor rating you're using on the van, you can add that to your test. And I'm looking up radar to see what it actually does.
Dumb question. I only know how to make matrix perception checks. What is a non-matrix perception check?
It would be intuition plus your perception skill. Plus whatever rating the sensor is that you're using.
Intuition is 5, luckily. Perception skill is no bueno, but it's there. And the camera skill is a 3. So 513. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Huzzah.
4 successes. Okay. So you drive by this place, and out front there's a large sign that says Rocky Flats Wildlife and Nuclear History Center. And there's a set of 2 buildings here. One of them is out front, and it has like a large kind of arch with 2 doors in it. And you see, what time of day do you go?
I actually think he would go like during the day. Okay. So it's bright out.
So during the day, you see there's a parking lot filled with cars and a couple of school buses. And there's a bunch of people coming in and out of this museum or this basically like park center. And let's see, what else were you looking for?
I think in particular, I'd want to be looking for like some of like the employee parking space and like who's in that area. Not necessarily of like the high end security employees, but maybe like the janitor staff and stuff like that.
So they're really like, you don't see a second parking lot, but you do see like like 6 parking spots with like employee only parking signs in front of them. And only 3 of them are full right now. So there's three spots have kind of nondescript for like Ford Americar sedans. And then the other 3 are empty.
I'd like to take images of each one of the cars that are there to run data on them later, assuming they don't have the license plates that flip like I do.
Yeah,
you never know.
You have no idea.
Yeah. And I guess like just trying to note the different entrances and exits of the 2 buildings while kind of doing like a loop.
Sure.
And without connecting to the Wi-Fi, like well, opening the Wi-Fi to see if there's anything there, and then how much noise.
You're always connected to the Wi-Fi. Like why?
Well, that's their version though, right?
Oh, so you want to look for their node without trying to connect to it.
Exactly, and then I probably can't tell this without connecting to it. But like if there is interference or anything, how much is in this area? Like in the Barrens, the signal was shitty.
Yeah.
But I guess that level of signal in this area.
No, there with you being this close to it, there is no noise in this area because this has perfectly good matrix coverage.
Okay. And I guess the last thing, is there other locations nearby that would be like a good spot to just park and hang out without actually going into their facility that would still be in close enough range? And I've pretty long range with my
With 4 success, so pretty. How long is pretty long range?
My persona has is it system? I think is no system is how much shit you can do at once. Signal. My signal rating is 3.
Okay.
Which I wrote down somewhere how long that meant in the note section of.
I would say the only place that you could park, like, I mean, I guess there. So this building is in the middle of a wild like a wildlife refuge. So it's a bunch of flat, like not so completely flat, but like low rolling hills, large flat areas. There's a big lake nearby. Like there are like hiking trails and stuff that you can park, but there's only like a few roads through here, and you're on one of them driving past uh this center, this like museum.
So then, like the hiking trail entrance, for example, is there a space like that he thinks that would be close enough to the building where I could park without being like in their parking lot and drawing attention type thing?
Um,
You know what I'm trying to get at, but if there's anything like that.
Make a judge intentions roll.
What? Okay, help me out with that.
So it should be on your attribute.
That's one of those.
The core page. Yep,
Yeah.
it's one of your derived roles. So judge intentions.
2. I have no idea what that rolled, but 2.
Yeah, it should just be your I believe it's your intuition plus logic or intuition plus charisma. I'm not sure which.
Oh, well, I am decent at all of that. So good.
So with 2 successes, yeah, I mean, you think you can park along here without drawing too much suspicion from the building.
Cool. Okay. I think that would that's his tentative plan of where he might hang out without drawing attention.
Okay.
In the meantime, but this is just like the day 1 recon, and then depending where we are timeline wise, the next day he'd come back and try connecting to the network and stuff. But I don't know where we are timeline right now.
So right now it is currently Wednesday, the 15th.
Sorry, I meant with AP saying earlier in the last 10 minutes of the episode. So I didn't want to start a whole connecting and
yes, yeah. So here's I think our final scene for this episode is you looking for a node, finding the node for the Rocky Flats Wildlife and Nuclear History Center, and you connect to it, and you enter the public matrix, and then are you going VR or AR?
If this is still that first day, I would be doing AR, but then the next day I'd come back, park next to the trail, and do VR.
Okay. Make me a perception check at -2.
Matrix perception?
Nope, just a visual perception check. So
Okay.
intuition plus your perception score, -2.
5 and 1, 6, so just a 4.
Okay.
No
So
bueno.
I'll tell you what you don't see. As you're logging on to this system and beginning to search through their augmented reality node, you see it looks like there are 2 people who walk past your van. They're dressed in long khaki pants, big puffy coat. One of them has like a walking stick, and they take off down the hiking trail. And as they're walking away, one of them like kind of looks back at your van and says, "That's kind of a strange place to park."
God damn it.
And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Oh, previous work foiled within 10 seconds. Good thing we're
I
gonna
mean,
we're
I
gonna
did,
we're,
I did say
we're
you wouldn't draw attention from the building.
yeah, yeah. Good thing my van can like change colors and change license plates.
Yeah.
That's true.
The next day it'll be the same model van, but totally different color and paint scheme. The different
Someone's
license
going to
plate.
defeat you by just walking up and looking at the VIN number through the
How dare
dash.
they? I'm gonna install a taser. If you look at the VIN number, you get tased.
So much for this non-violent bullshit.
That's
All
true.
right, let's talk about who shadowed Shadowly this episode. Dunamis, starting with you. Who do you think shadowed Shadowly?
I'm gonna go with DK this time because your scenes
Fucking do
injected
anything.
but your scenes injected like bringing us back a few times. I think. Yeah, you brought us back. I feel like a few times when we were deep into it, and you brought us back out to okay, well, what's going on over here? Classic DK stuff.
Well, the audience isn't going to know probably
Yeah,
that
that we've spent a lot of time looking up rules.
our scenes
and
were
doing
like, here's the
calculations.
beginning, then it's here's the response from the player, then it's 10 minutes of rolling dice and
Okay, it
shit,
wasn't.
and then we get Spoon saying, all right, so this is what happens. They're just gonna hopefully get one smooth narrative, and then I'm gonna show up and be like, ooh, look at me, I'm fucking Dumbo over here not doing anything, interrupting the flow, not knowing that what I'm trying to do is remind everyone, hey, we're moving to the next character. Let's bring the narrative focus back and spike everybody up with some caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Decay shadowed Shadowly. Now, did I do it? Maybe.
Maybe.
Note taken: don't give compliments to DK.
Yeah, you can only give compliments to me. Ludemann, who shadowed Shadowly today.
I'm going to give it up to Cipher this round. I think Cipher did just a lot of fun stuff as always. Cipher's always got just interesting things happening, fun character moments, and this did not disappoint either. And I also just really want to see what happens next.
Learn Signal Scrub from Scrubby Hubby.
That's
Yeah.
right. Scrub.
I was like,
that's not the reason.
What sounds worse, Scrub Hub or Scrub Hubby?
Scrub Hubby definitely sounds like a poor name for sure. I'll tell you what it is. Scrubby Hubby is like that dropout guy who does the non-pornographic, this is how to fix sinks, and puts it on Pornhub because the service is better than YouTube.
It's so funny.
It's two guys come over and help me move a couch, which it literally is just two guys come over and help me move a couch.
They help him move.
It's so funny.
And the tagline is how to fix your plumbing.
I mean, just to be clear, the incredible part of these videos is they feature 100% Los Angeles-based comedians. So the whole time, it's supposed to be the setup for a port scene, and then it's just people riffing on each other. All right, Savannah, who shadowed Shadowly?
Well, I would love to say everyone did a great job, but if I say I have more than one favorite, AP will shoot me.
Yeah,
So, I'm gonna go with Sniff. I'm gonna give him some love.
Okay.
I liked your little adventure with your dog that you did say you were gonna sacrifice if someone chased you, which I wasn't a fan of, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
I love the dog descriptions too. Like they're very detailed.
Yeah. For some reason, I imagine the puffy cloud dog to be made of ice cream, and then he'd be a Pokemon in the next iteration of the game for sure.
Two
All right,
scoops.
Spoon. Who shadowed Shadowly?
I think I'm also gonna go Sniff.
Oh,
I
well,
think.
I'm going to go with Sniper. So now we've got a 2-2 split once
Ooh.
again. I think that not Cipher going to Scrubby Hubby, but the actually going out and doing stuff on site is
That's
a big
right.
change for him. It's something you like to see, and it's nice that we have someone doing the, basic, literally Ocean's 11 style floor prep for the heist. I mean, and this really is a heist, just to be clear. I'm playing the
Right.
Ocean's 11 guy who gets almost no screen time, and folds himself into the casino chip carrier so that I can do all the gymnastics to get to the loot. But in fact, I was never in the vault.
Dun, dun.
Okay, next time I will be asking a question at the beginning, which I will not tell you what it is now, and I will reveal it so that you can panic. And at the end of every episode, we will then do that for each of our players. So in 2 episodes, it'll be Dunamis. We'll come up with an on-the-spot question for all of us, etc., etc.
Man,
And
you already
after
hate
we
my
see how
answers
that
now.
goes down.
You hate my answers when I prep. You want to see answers you're going to hate on the
No one
spot.
hates your answers.
I want to
They're
hold you over
deeply
the
loved.
volcano so that we can see who you really are.
This is how we get Wisest Lobster content.
Hey man, Wisest Lobster is more popular than Crab Strangler. So.
What a 1-2 crustacean punch.
Any post-episode thoughts here? I want to say it's a lot of fucking downtime. Like, it really felt like I was half asleep during this episode. I was still paying attention and taking notes. And then I was like, I'm just doing other stuff as well. And then we're going to go into like the chaotic murder spree. And that's when I'm like, I sleep. I wake.
Well, so yeah, because like,
It just sucks not having any useful skills because adepts need to be invested in like 14 different specialities to be remotely useful.
But
I have infiltration, so I might be able to put on a mustache.
Hell yeah.
And show up and be like, excuse me, I have applied to work on the janitorial staff.
Here's the thing though, is yeah, you may not have any points in those skills, but you do have like an 8 agility.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. Like you're rolling 7 dice at a default.
Sure, and if I have a really cool French early 2000s discotheque beat, I can do Ocean's 12, maybe a little Ocean's 13 for you, but Ocean's 11, I'm not in that movie.
Okay.
I guess we're just trying to make as many different franchise references as possible tonight.
Check the box.
Cipher's totally that dude in Ocean's 11 that's like sweating all the time. Whenever he's like,
Linus?
Yeah.
Wow. If this machine didn't tell me, I would think you were definitely lying to me. And yet you're passing the test perfectly.
100%. Totally out of his league. Needs to rely on attack and his shoot to get by.